Hello and welcome to the I Love Minecraft podcast. I'm joined by my co-host Jared,
What it do?
George,
Yeehaw, everyone.
and Cristobal.
Howdy doody.
So today we're going to be talking about our dystopian society.
So, I feel like people are wondering how our dystopian society became to be what it is today.
Yeah, we just kind of got bombed, mate. It sucked.
When did our society come into existence?
It was like on Taco Tuesday last week, mate. Sucked. Lost a lot of good tacos that day.
So what ideals are our dystopian society founded on?
Well, that's a great question because the ideals that the elites want us to believe in is that we must always believe in constant war and we must be must remain loyal to the regime. Secondly, the elites are our family. So basically, we just have to follow everything they say because, we gotta respect them and every wish they ask for. And secondly, illegal trading and spreading of ideas would not be tolerated at all and would not be allowed by any of the elite members. And then also, if physical emotions are expressed, then you shall be punished because you're not allowed to show any sign of emotions at all. And also, there is no freedom. And you are also going to be monitored and watched no matter where you are. You shall not have any privacy in society. And also, you'll be tracked by having a chip or injected inside of you, so they may track your every move and where you are at all times. Secondly, everyone in society will take a pill that allows them to believe that they are happy at all times and not rebel against the regime at any cost at all. And then secondly, there will be a point system which determines the person's status in society, which is basically the structure of being, there will be the darters, there'll be the, it'll be high, basically. Okay, that's, okay, yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Don't lie to the kid.
It's very interesting. And basically, society will be corrupt at all times, and nobody will be able to do what they are pleased to do at all times. And then the police forces will be working for the elite members and shall have full control of everybody and everything at all costs, no matter what. That is basically the ideals of society right now as it is.
Okay, what is the structure of our dystopian society?
Well, you see, Jared, the structure of a society is in a pyramid-shaped form. The lowest class being the darters, and the highest class being the elites, and Los Ricos and the normies being in the center.
What happened to those who don't follow our rulers' rules?
Well, that's a very interesting question because usually if people are not following the rules of the elites at all or are not endorsing the rules by the different classes, they will be sent to confinement centers and they will be tortured. And not only will they be tortured and sent to confinement, but they'll also be brainwashed to the point where they must follow the elite's ideals and beliefs in society. Although, if the brainwashing does not work and they still remain not to follow those ideals, they will be executed from society and be erased from the existence or ever being known in that society as it is today. So, Chris, can you please define to us the first term of the dictionary of understanding of society?
Well, our first term is Los Ricos, which in Spanish means rich, and they represent our inner party. This came about naturally to describe this role in society. So yeah. Okay, Jared, would you like to explain the next definition?
I got you. So, another word commonly used in our state is oimate. Mainly, its main purpose is to get the attention of a person you want to talk to. This word was originally created by the Aussies and the New Zealanders, who we refer to as the Kiwis. The purpose of this word is to get the attention of other individuals. Now, George, do you have anything else? Another definition to add?
I would like to add on the definition of the elites, which is the highest of the high, as in the leaders of our society as it is today, which can be represented as basically the mighty kings. And the purpose is to show that they are better than everyone in the society, no matter who, if it's the Los Ricos or the darters or, lower the normies and all that. And now, Alan, please explain to us your definition that you have.
Sure thing, George. So another word is normies. So the outer party is referring to as normies, as there's nothing special about them. This came about naturally to describe their role in society and how they contribute nothing to us. For example, the normies are useless to us. So Chris, would you like to explain another word?
Sure thing, Alan. My next, the next definition is darter. It's the lowest of the low, basically the proles of our civilization. This word was made specifically to make them feel bad. An example is the darters are considered wild animals. Jared, would you like to explain the definition
Yeah, bro, I got you. So, we mainly just put this word in our dictionary to make fun of Canadians. Because who doesn't love making fun of those maple syrup loving snow Mexicans? Now, how about you, George? Is there anything you'd like to add on? Another definition by chance?
Why, yes, there is. I would like to add on blighty, which is an adjective that is used to describe an out of commission individual. Usually, the word was created by the elites to describe groups of people who are unable to work, and is a word just to make people look sad.
That's interesting.
And I would like to pass it on to Chris now. Chris, give us your next definition, please.
Sure thing, George. Our next definition, my next definition is emotion up or down. Emotion up to down. Instead of saying you're happy or sad, you will just use I am emotion up or down. Up is positive, is it a positive emotion, and down is a negative emotion. If you're extremely happy, you would use I am emotion up, which is double happy. Makes you like extremely happy. An example is I feel emotion up today, not depressed for once. Now, Alan, would you like to explain gluteus maximus for us?
Sure thing, pal. So our next word is gluteus maximus. Gluteus maximus is the butt of a person. It is a term used by medical professionals to talk about a human organ or body part. So the purpose of this word is used for discussion. So an example is, we must figure out the problem with this person's gluteus maximus, or we'll have to conduct surgery. Now, Jared, would you like to explain another word?
Yeah, I'm going to be explaining Kiwi, and basically a Kiwi is a person from New Zealand. They are dressed as Kiwis because their national bird is a Kiwi, a flightless bird. And this word was created for people who are from New Zealand, and we just took it. Now, George, would you like to say another definition? Good talk, alright.
I guess not. Where is that, George?
Okay, so the other definition is rubbish, and rubbish is another word for trash. The term rubbish is used by many people, mainly from the continent of Europe. The purpose of this word is used to talk about trash in a respectful way. Alan, would you like to say a definition?
Yeah. So another definition is chur. In New Zealand, chur was used as thank you, but here it is used the exact same way. The purpose of this word is to show an approval. This is a way of saying that someone did a good job. For example, cheers, mate. I appreciate that. Now, Chris, would you like to explain another definition?
Sure thing, pal. I have knockered. This was created to describe how someone is feeling. This word came naturally to describe how people felt. This is used commonly among citizens of our society. I am completely knockered out from that rugby match. Okay, George, would you like to explain the next two words for us?
Yes, the next word is grog. Grog is an adjective that is usually developed naturally to describe people in our society that are drunk, which is basically for retarded people who don't have a life. And then our last word is dunny. Dunny is a noun that is used to refer to the toilet. The word was developed as a way of letting people know where the bathroom is. So I would like to thank you for passing it on. And now that was the end of our dictionary. Thank you for listening.
Now, Chris, I have a question for you.
What's your question?
Well, I'd like to ask, can you please tell us how our societal map depicts how our society is described? Basically, how, like, what are the descriptions of it? What are the characteristics? And also, how does it reflect our society's values?
Well, to be honest, we used a random city design because we didn't really know how to design a city. We wanted our top people to be isolated from everyone, the rich to be somewhat isolated, and all the middle and lower class people to be together. Our map does depict our society because it shows how isolated and separate everyone is. The elites are isolated on a little island away from everyone. The darters around the normies because the darter make up most of our population, and Los Ricos are far from everyone.
Also, Chris, I would like to ask, does the societal map encompass all of the necessities of a functioning city?
Well, our map does show a functioning society because we prove that life can work with all of the isolation.
Well, I thank you for telling us all this information. Now we have a better understanding. Now I'm going to pass it on to the next person.
So, Jared, what types of propaganda techniques are used in our propaganda poster?
So the first propaganda technique used in our poster is bandwagon, because we're making everybody believe that everyone wants to climb the ranks, so more people will participate in our monthly raft to increase their rank in society. And the other form of propaganda is name calling, because we're naming people normies, making them think that they're rising up to more positive states, but in reality, it's the exact same page.
Dang, that's mind-blowing.
400 IQ, right?
Yeah.
In the second propaganda, this shows fear, because we are putting a knife through the Bible. This is to present to the people that their God can't save them. This piece of propaganda also shows a transfer technique, because we are putting something negative into something that's positive, quite literally.
Well, this has been the Fortnite podcast.
Wrong podcast.
Oh shoot. This has been the I Love Minecraft podcast with Cristobal,
Jared.
Alan,
And George.
bye!